Okay. Oh, shit. Is this am I I'm so sorry for those people and myself as well. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, I'm so happy and excited to have you guys here with me again today on Full Circus. My name is Tristan Sartoris, and listen, I know I come on here every single week and I say, listen, I'm the most excited I've ever been. It's so much enthusiastic and joy about what is going on in the world because I have youthful exuberance to go around. And today is just like that, but even more. Okay, I'm feeling so good. How good, you may ask? So good. And I can't even emphasize enough. I just keep saying so, very, very, very. I'm feeling great, okay? And what a time to be feeling that. It is November, okay? Be a little grateful, be a little thankful. But let me tell you why, okay? There is a game, God of War, okay? It's been a long series for freaking 15 plus years. And I love it. I love it so much. And the last game came out in 2018, freaking 40 plus years ago. And I've been waiting for this sequel for so long, okay? And I'm so excited, and it comes out tonight at midnight. This is my New Year's. When the ball drops, when that game comes in, I'm like, oh. That's actually, I'm recording this episode on a Tuesday, believe it or not, because I know as soon as this game comes out, I'm done, okay? I am no longer a contributing member of society. I'm like, listen, you know what? My previous engagements, they're off the table. I'm going to try and take care of everything that I can going forward, but my soul, my feeling, my passion, all my experience needs to go into being in this game. But yeah. I'm feeling so good, dude. I'm just ready for it. I've got so much. Yeah, dude. And I have a clip of when the trailer got dropped and they first announced the game. I was sitting in this very chair. I was like, yeah, dude, here, cut to it.
Don't do this to me.
There! Finding out who I am. Who Loki is.
I will not allow you to pick a fight with gods.
I don't want to...
Not what, Mother Watty?
Holy crap, the lands.
Anyway.
Stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general.
No!
Yeah?
Calm and reasonable person. Hard is it? So have you.
Let's go, baby!
So you can see, dude, I've been feeling good about this for a long time. I've been counting down the days. And, 25 days to Kratos, dude. So I'm going to try and not talk about the game for the entirety of this podcast, but just know that's where my heart is. Luckily, I did get a lot of that out last night. My mom was trying to go to bed. I'm like, Mom. I gotta tell you the entire backstory of every other game that's come before it. Kratos was starting out in Greek mythology, and he's working as his family, becomes the god of war, and he moves over to Norse mythology. He's learning so many valuable life lessons along. And she's like, "What's going on? Who are these characters, Tristan? It's so late." I'm like, no, but just a little bit more. But she sat through the entire thing. Props to Mom. But yeah, dude, I'm feeling so good. I'm just so excited, dude. I love life. I love it. But anyways, how are you guys doing, dude? I don't know if you can, it looks like you can kind of see some markings. I don't know if I've just been eating some sort of white cheddar, like popcorn just going, so you can see it a little bit, it looks like. And if you can't, that because we can edit that out. Okay, cool. So, all right, don't let me down. I don't want to be embarrassed. But yeah, so it looks like we should be taking care of it. So just disregard that whole thing. But yeah, dude, God of War is coming out and it is a great time to be here. It's a great time to be on the planet. I wouldn't want to live in any other timeline. People say, oh, we live in the worst of time, the golden age. No, screw that, dude. God of War comes out tonight. I wouldn't want to be on any other timeline. I wouldn't want to be on any other planet. I wouldn't want to be anywhere but here on this very day. Although I'd like to be like 8 or 9 hours from now. But that's besides the point, dude. I take it back, okay? I am very grateful to be having this moment and sharing my excitement with you guys as well. But, guys, welcome back to the show. I'm just feeling good. I feel like when your brain gets so overloaded with positivity, you're like, what? So I need to kind of shut down that pathway and not make this thing all about God of War. But hey, guys, what's going on? What did I kind of have to get out in front of? The podcast is one thing that I had to make sure I take care of. Some chores, some work, And we're actually having a Thanksgiving dinner on the Thursday that I usually record podcasts. So the 10th? Yes. And it's not actually Thanksgiving, in case people are checking their calendars. What the frick? Did they change Thanksgiving? No, it's not. It's some sort of family engagement, and people are from town. It's a special thing, so people want to get together on this day and experience it together, because that's what family's all about, and be grateful and thankful for that. But what is Thanksgiving really? I don't think Thanksgiving needs to be a specific day in general, because what is it? It's just a dinner. That's all I think of it when people say Thanksgiving. I'm like, it's just a Thursday with more football, and I love it. I love the food. It's a good dinner, but the reason that it's just so plain to me is because I try to spend the rest of my life and the rest of my year and every other day going forward being grateful and thankful for everything. And a lot of you heathens need this just random arbitrary day to take a minute and go, wow, let's go around the table. I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for that. And then as soon as the clock strikes 12 and it becomes Black Friday, you guys throw all that out the window and you start beating people up just to get $20 off on a Samsung TV. So you guys spend a little more time. And that's why it's okay to have a Thanksgiving on the 10th. And try to have a Thanksgiving, once a week if you gotta. Have every day at Thanksgiving. But yeah, not too important of a holiday, but it's a good time to take a beat. And a lot of you guys need to take a beat, okay? Take it from me. I take many beats, and I see a lot of people, they're not beating. There's no drumming going on. You guys got no percussion in your life. But yeah, it's cool. So what else is happening much? I want to talk about God of War more. I can't. Yeah. The hair's long, dude. This is bothering me a lot. I've talked about this. I don't consider myself an OCD person. I don't know what it's even considered, or just some sort of nervous tic, but when my hair falls in front of my face like this, it's just the littlest bit, I get neurotic, okay? I can't function. I can't be thinking about the things that are happening elsewhere because this is bothering me. But this is a time for growth, okay? I'm going to be thankful for the fact that I have the ability to push myself through, okay? So I don't know what's going to happen, but I've tried to pin it in the headphones. It's not working, and that's okay. And the beard, dude, I've got the facial hair out, okay? Is that because I want to look like Kratos? Partly, but also it's No Shave November. Now, I'm going to be shaving it right after this because I want to, be presentable and nice for our foes giving, right? It's a fake Thanksgiving, but that's okay. It's just regular things nonetheless. And this is all I got. I'm sorry to the people, the Movember people that, you grow your hair out and you're ungroomed and unshaved, and it raises awareness for prostate cancer, although nobody ever says that. They just say, look how, I'm a lumberjack, But this is all I got for you. I got 8 days. It's the 8th, right, dude? It is the 8th. I know that. So I'm sorry. This is all I gotta get it off. And it's not because I don't like it, okay? I do. I like having a beard. I think I look great with it, okay? So don't ever think that's the case. Don't ever get that twisted. I know that I look handsome with some facial hair, okay? I get it. But on the flip side of that, I know I look even better without it, okay? Because it's like when you're gifted such glory and such goodness, and I mean this in the least narcissistic way possible, when your face looks as good as mine, why would you cover it up? Okay? Now, no matter how good I can cover it up, why would you cover it up? So you can bring a Picasso and you could paint over the Mona Lisa, but would you? No matter how good it is, it's just legendary. It's perfect. And again, I mean this in the least arrogant way possible, but yeah, I look good. But yeah, dude. It's also itchy. I'll give that a go. Okay, for the people who sit there and they have the facial hair year round, Movember, more problems. I messed it up. Let me try it again. Pick up. For people who have it like all year round, dude. Movember, more problems. You feel me? It's just sometimes it just lights on fire. You'll just be sitting there almost about to fall asleep, and just fire ants just crawling through your beard and just grabbing the follicles and shaking them. You're like, what is going on here? And the more you touch it, the more you wash it, the more you deal with it, the worse it gets. So the second this episode ends, I'm going to get shaved. And that'll be that, dude. But it's okay. It's good for the time being. I've talked about this briefly before, but there is a difference that you feel the way people treat you when you have facial hair. And it's only amplified being someone like me, right? I'm so outgoing and animated all over the place. Blah, 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 blah. And as soon as I have this on, something happens subconsciously or psychologically, just, where they see this, like, whoa, masculinity, wow. And, as much as I can make people laugh and have fun and goof around, there is something that you notice when you put yourself in this kind of goofy cartoon state that people don't. Look, it's not that they don't respect you, and I don't think they do it on purpose. Some of the people that are watching it, you do it too, and it just happens, okay? Where it's almost like you look down or you don't value something I might say, no matter how intellectual it is, okay? No matter how right I am, which I am a ton, but there's something to be said about whatever I'm saying. It's almost like it's taken with a grain of salt. Then, flip on the other side, I say the same freaking crap with this facial hair. Nothing changes except I look a little bit more rugged and, yeah, right? But I'll say the same stuff, same attitude, and immediately people are more attentive. Yeah, no, I understand you, man to man. Okay, we're on an equal playing field. I get what you're saying. And whether it's politics or, how the world should work or people or, emotional intelligence or whatever it could be, there is just a sudden change in the way that kind of people perceive you, which is interesting, but I think it used to bother me a little bit because, like, I just want to have my laughs and eat them too. You know what I mean? Because I want to be able to be silly, but I also want you to get what I'm saying for real, not be like, okay, whatever. He's the kid. He's the side character. Like, I'm 23 years old. But yeah, I've tried it. I've done the thing, and now you can do this without having the beard as well. The beard just kind of puts it into place. It counters my personality, so I can have the beard off, and I can act all wise and stoic and be like, yeah, the deal with social economics going forward is that we're really put into an interesting position. How you doing? What's your name? Yeah, Bob. It's good. Nice to meet you, Tristan. Yeah, and I can sit there and just baloney my way through this kind of information. I think I'm a quite intellectual. Okay, at least I think so. And I've done that to a lot of people. I have my own little studies and control groups. Okay, you think I haven't tested this? I have. And so many people are easy to fool than you might think. So I'll go and I'll play this character, and people, they kind of sit up straight, and you look at you in the eye, and it's a different way that they treat you, and it's a different thing. It's kind of sad, but also, people just can't help subconsciously judging you, I guess. And I decided that was so overwhelmingly boring. I was like, wow, people, they respect me. Now they understand. I'm saying the same stuff I said before, but now for some reason they value it. And like, wow, that's so smart. That's such a great opinion, right? And I'm like, yeah, but I'm so bored of even acting like this that I need to be out and about, right? And people might not care, okay? You might not care to hear Bugs Bunny's opinions on climate change. The reasons why the world's getting warmer, Doc. But it's just it is what it is, and I've come to accept that. And that taught me it's more of I was talking this with my mom. It teaches to be more content with things, realizing that you can't always have it both ways, unless you want to play the field. Okay, if you want to play and improve yourself in other ways, I would rather just know that I'm smart and believe in my own opinions and whatever I feel, and also be my laughy, goofy self and just be ridiculous. So you know what? If anyone else is dealing with that, or you could just grow a beard. Okay, you could just also be kind of silly. Be like a 7 on the silly scale and grow some facial hair, and they'll be like, well, he's weird, but the beard on this guy, that goatee makes a lot of sense. But yeah, if anyone else is doing that, they're like, man, people just don't get me. I'm just the little brother in every friend group I do. And, I guess you could act different, but don't. It's okay. Just be random, be all over the place. It's much more fun. And I mean no shade to the stoic people, okay? For these people that subconsciously judge you. And that's fair. I subconsciously judge them. I go, oh my gosh. That's what you're talking about? Or are we not even going to talk about the recent episode of Ed, Edd, and Eddy and how it ended and, how they kind of work together? But yeah, we can talk about whatever, but it is. People are weird. People are interesting, okay? And I can switch it up on people I already know. Okay, but it's just You have no idea. But, you know, it feels good. And for the right... it feels good to look like Kratos, at least for now. But enjoy the respect while you got it. For November, it's just a time of respect for all the people. And you know, who cares about respect? That's what I've come to learn, dude, is I don't care. And I'd rather just be awesome. And actually, I got no and. I thought there was another point, but there's not. How sad is that? What else is happening? Oh, dude, I wanted to talk about this like a couple episodes ago, but the show had just ended. There's a new show that just came out, relatively new. It's called The Patient. It's with Steve Carell or Carell. I don't know. Caroline. And he plays a psychologist, ironic enough, with what we were just talking about. So he's a therapist who deals in psychology. And he's dealing with these guys. I'm not going to go through the whole freaking story for you, but I hated it. And what happens? Why was this show so bad? Anyways, he's a therapist. He gets abducted by a serial killer who wants to stop killing. Interesting premise. And he's locked in his basement. And the whole show is building up to basically, how is he going to get out of here? Okay. Now, that's all you really need to know. I didn't even need to give you the breakdown. But the whole thing is about him saying, how do I get out of here? I'm going to die. And the audience going, there's no possible way for escape. This guy's not just going to let you go because you know he's a serial killer. You're trying to treat him. It's whatever. So we go through 10 freaking episodes. About 10 hours dealing with this thing. How, what, where, when, how you, there's no possible way. And you have 5 seconds to click off this episode before I spoil it because we know that's what I'm going to do. 5, 4, too late. He doesn't make it out. He dies. Now, the reason this sucks, the reason this is embarrassing for a plot line and so cheap is because the most interesting part of the show was that there's no way, okay? So we're invested because you're defying the impossible odds, sir. So we get to the end and like, well, obviously he's going to have to make it out because if he just didn't, that would be the dumbest ending ever, right? It's like you just watch something like, well, I just know that he's going to die. Why would I even care about this in the first place? The whole point was that he was supposed to do it. It was supposed to be the most amazing and interesting thing possible. But he just wrestles and he gets choked out and he just dies. And before he does that, he's like, I think you should turn yourself in. He's trying to psychologically get the guy to, bail so then he can leave. And the guy's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not turning myself in, you idiot. So then they wrestle, they tussle, he kills him. And the guy goes, you know what? I do feel bad. And he turns himself in anyway. What the heck, dude? This is my whole problem with the ambiguous endings where they tease it up and it's a mystery and say, well, who done it? Well, we actually don't know how to, give you a satisfying answer, so you pick. This is so, you can't make your show a thing. This is the thing. How are you going to do it? There's no way. That's the only intrigue that people have in the show. That's the reason you watch, is to say how. Because there's no way. And then to find out that there is no way, what did you give me? Okay? But a waste of my time. It makes no sense, dude. It's like The Patient. Yeah, I've been patient. I've been waiting for a satisfying conclusion, and you killed him. What the freaking heck? I don't know who's writing these endings, but there's a book, okay? And there's a lot of stories, and I can't remember the author, okay? But I didn't read it. I watched someone else talk about it briefly for 4 seconds, full disclosure, where they said that the most important factor of any story is the third act, the ending, which we all know, but for some reason people just say, this is kind of whatever, screw it, I'm done. Like, do people just get bored? They're like, well, I can't figure this out. I don't know how to end this thing satisfying. I don't know how to give this a great conclusion, or not even a great conclusion. Just give me a good conclusion. Just give me something, dude. Give me what you were kind of teasing up, but we didn't know, but we were kind of hoping for, because that's the only reason we're watching. It's stupid, dude. That's so ridiculous. Kratos would never stand for this, man. Oh, man. I couldn't believe it. So if you're going to try and watch The Patient, well, it's too late. I spoiled it for you anyway, but the first 9 episodes are interesting. And it's like, oh, well, how's he going to make it out? How's he going to make it out? Granted, with all the information I just gave at the end, I take it back. There's no point in ever watching that. And I'm super bummed. It's an unfortunate thing, because it's like I can't even look back at that experience. But wow, I lived in denial and belief, thinking that things were gonna be okay, or that it was going to be something, maybe he loses an arm. I know it wasn't going to be pretty. I know he wasn't going to get out in this perfect thing. Maybe he'd have to kill somebody to get out, and it was going to ruin him psychologically or mentally or emotionally or whatever it may be, that he was going to be messed up. And, it was going to get dirty, but he was going to be free, and he was going to make it out. But instead, they're just like, yeah, no, serial killer kills again. Big surprise. And so, and sometimes if you're chained up in the basement, you don't make it out. So I don't know what the life lesson is in there. The guy didn't give him a chance. He didn't really care. There was nothing to get. I don't know if the whole thing went over my head or not, but I looked online and everyone else is like, what the heck? Why was that the point you were trying to make? Because it made none. But anyways, that's what happened. But luckily God of War is coming out tonight, and it kind of has overshadowed any pain I've had from the patient, and I've lost all mine. But anyways, guys, I think that's really all I have to talk about. I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling excited, and I hope that you guys are having a good November too. And trying to eat a little better throughout November, because we know on that very specific day that you guys are only being grateful for, that you're also going to be eating a lot of food. So it's a pretty dangerous. It's a pretty dangerous obstacle. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay, I'm trying to eat a little better in my life. And oh, dude, I bought this protein bread. I saw it at the store, and it says freaking 100 calories, 10 grams of protein. The macros are insane, okay? For getting your protein in, this is going to be incredible. Only $4. I thought, you know what, a little pricey for me for a loaf. But for this deal, but for these nutrition facts, fine, I'm all in. I get this. And when I say this bread is the most disgusting thing I have ever had in my entire life, I am not exaggerating at all, okay? Now, a lot of these protein beds, they add in egg whites or, just a little something to make it more satiating and filling, and you got your protein in it, and, all that kind of good stuff. This one, it was just full of seeds and nuts and lentils and beans and sunflower seeds and other seeds. Dude, you name a seed or a nut, it was in this bread, okay? That's all it was. Okay, you could grab the thing and you would shake it and just a pile of birdseed would fall out and you'd have a single grain of wheat to show for it. I'm like, what is this? And when you take a bite, I kid you not, I timed myself. It took me 45 minutes to eat 2 slices of this because you're chewing for so long. And the bread, I tried putting cinnamon toast on it, butter. I tried making a delicious sandwich. I tried to sprinkle it up and make it nice, okay? But everything else just melts, goes away, and all you're left is a pile of birdseed. I could spit it out like Tom and Jerry when he takes a watermelon. He's just got nothing. I was just chewing seeds. I'm like, what am I doing? It was so embarrassing, and I didn't know what I was feeling. Except there, I got scammed again, dude. $4 for this big old fat loaf. I got nothing to show for it, but I'm still chewing. This bread was not going anywhere. You could throw it anywhere. You could put it somewhere in the world. I don't think it's biodegradable, honestly. Okay. It'll be here and it'll be in my mouth and you'll still be chewing it. I had to spit it out because it lasts forever. Okay. With millions of years from now, when the world ends and asteroids collide with the earth and it's blown up, there will still be this bread. It'll still be thriving. It'll be fine. Maybe the grain, but I don't know what it is in this thing, but you cannot. I would time you. If you want to make it one of those silly little online challenges like, let's eat 5 saltines in a minute or a gallon of milk now. Dude, I dare anybody to try and eat a slice of this thing in under 10 minutes. There's no way. My jaw is sore, okay? I had 2 slices yesterday, and I still feel like I'm just, I've had to get massages, man. It's just, I don't know what you can put in. I don't know if it's only seeds, okay? I don't know what's in the bread, for sure, except a bad time. That's all I got out of it. So I just want to put that out there for anyone who wants to look into buying a protein bread. Don't. But yeah, dude. Dude, it's so bad. How can you give me a protein bread, dude? It upset me to the core because I was so excited about it. And now I know that it'll never happen again. But, it just goes to show sometimes you think you're going to be tough like Kratos and you got this big manly beard and you want to earn a lot of respect, but you can't even chew your food on time, okay? You're just sitting there, spent part of the morning, dude. Last time, like yesterday, when I ate them yesterday morning, dude, I didn't finish until about 3 o'clock. p.m. And I started at 7. That's a long time to be chewing. But anyways, guys, yeah. It kind of rocked my world, and that's all I had to say about the bread. Okay, guys, I think that's everything I have to talk about, really. And I hope you guys are having a beautiful time. Don't eat the bread. Be excited for God of War. And was there anything else I wanted to say? I don't think there was anything else I wanted to say. Is there anything else I want? Nope, I don't know. Just go spend some time with the family. And oh, dude, also, if anybody wants to have a nice, meaningful conversation with me, ask me about God of War. I'm talking to my family and relatives that might or may not see this before Thanksgiving, but for the fake, but for the real, because we give thanks every day. You know, understand. Listen, this is a little test for people that may see this. It's kind of unfair for me to put this on the back end of it. I should have opened up with, hey, if you guys want to talk to me and take an interest in what I'm interested about, ask me about God of War, because I guarantee you I'm going to light up and be like, hold on to your seats, because I'm about to blow your mind. So I'm so excited, guys, and wish me luck, and I hope anyone else out there is also super excited, but, you know, find something to be enthusiastic and don't eat the bread. Guys, thank you so much. This has been Full Circus. I'm going to go wait another 8 hours. Peace!
Freaking freak. Yes. Yes. Bye forever.